The last couple of weeks and months, we've been bringing you this segment, and we really don't know why, but we like making fun of it. Kyle Bittner, who is works nighttime here at the Big 550 KTRS, 2 terms in Iraq, right? Two deployments from St. Louis. You've gotten into the radio business. You're a beekeeper. How are the bees coming, by the way?
They're doing really well.
Because you were bitten by the bees a couple weeks ago.
Stung a couple. Well, I got yeah. I'm okay.
All right,
good.
You getting a lot of honey from them?
Not really the first year, but
Okay.
I'm really hopeful for the second.
How many beehives do you have?
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty sure that other one's not gonna make it.
All right. So he called us up and he said, "Hey, I want to do what would Kyle do?" So we've sent you all different places. Probably the funniest one was the flying trapeze.
You think so?
Yeah.
And the beat ball last week.
I thought beat ball last week was pretty funny. The video.
the
With it.
beat ball was pretty good. So what'd you do this week?
I took a pole dancing lesson
Where did you? I'm afraid to ask. Where did you take the pole dancing lesson?
at Pink Lemon Studio. It's in Wentzville.
Mhm.
So we went out there. Frank came with me because he didn't want to miss the opportunity to see me pole dance.
So Frank didn't pole dance.
No, he claimed he had hurt a rib or
Now,
something.
see, that would really be funny.
I
seeing
agree.
Frank pole dance.
I agree.
All right.
And
So how does this work exactly? Is it like 6-week course? Is it?
it's just like anything else. You can like weekly pole dancing lessons, to get in shape. The owner said she's lost like 40 pounds since she started doing it, and she can just do crazy acrobatic up, flip around. It's all. I mean, if you go online right now,
Were her clothes on?
yes, her clothes were on.
All right.
This
You
was-
gotta ask the
Yes.
question. You call it a stripper pole.
She's
I don't
not
think I
a
don't.
stripper, though.
But she's on a stripper pole. I think it's a legitimate question to ask. Are her clothes on? That's all I'm asking.
Well, you can go to the video and say, yes, we both were wearing clothes.
We're waiting for the
She
video to
he
pop
has
up
the
here.
studio, so it's not like she's gonna. It's not nude stripper pole class.
No,
Oh,
this is very-
because that's at 8:00. Those are only Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It was a very classy joint, and it's a crazy hard workout. And I knew I was going to be bad at that. I don't think many 6'1", 210 guys are really very agile on the pole.
You don't see a lot of those guys at the
competition at the nationals. You don't
Right.
see that.
Yes,
And
okay.
they do have
I was
this.
gonna say, do they have men?
pole. Yeah, they have pole dancing nationals. That's turned into this pretty big, just like anything else. Like the boot camp thing took off and all that stuff. Now
Right.
pole dancing has turned into this big.
How many
sport.
poles does she have?
There were 5 poles there, and they had different diameters, which I never even thought about. I guess for different size hands, I guess there's an optimal.
They have a big, beefy, juicy one, right? A big
that
one
was-
that has a large girth to it.
Yes,
And then a smaller one.
Like
Yes.
a guy pole. or-
basically, I assume that.
Really? Get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh,
You guys are the worst. Okay. All right. So what do you
and
do
then
on this pole?
also, the poles will spin. I never noticed their.
You do notice the poles spin.
Come on.
Come on, look at you.
If you, what I'm saying is that it can,
You're a ranger.
While
You've
you're
never
making
noticed
it
the poles
rain,
are
you
spinning.
know.
I never paid attention to that. So yeah, like
I didn't. I thought they just spun around. I didn't know the pole spun around.
I didn't know. I got in there and I'm spinning. We're spinning around, and I can make a couple revolutions, and then he was like, "Hey, press this button at the bottom," and then you would go and you just go woof woof woof, and you'd start spinning like crazy.
It's a form of gymnastics.
It really, I mean, it's just a crazy. The core strength it takes. When I start trying to flip upside down and stuff, I mean, there's no
You
way
are not bad.
that I could be doing some of this crazy stuff that she's flipping upside down, holding herself up, and
Yeah.
climbing. I couldn't even really climb the pole because what you do when you're climbing the pole is you basically pinch the pole with your legs, and then you just kind of raise up. It's not an arm thing. You're not doing a pull up really. You're just kind of sitting up or whatever.
Right.
Well, I think I should have shaved my legs before I did that because when I tried doing that, it felt like I was ripping every hair out of my legs, and I was just like, no, I'm done.
All
I'm not
right.
climbing the pole today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last segment of What Will Kyle Do?
So is this who we're looking at now?
The
Well,
The owner,
the owner, she has
Jennifer.
the long hair?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's crazy what she can do on there. She flips around and, I mean, does an upside down handstand.
How did she
and
get involved in this?
She went to a class one day 5 years ago, she said. She had never done it before, and she was overweight, I guess, because
Right.
she said she's lost 40 pounds since she started doing it.
Right.
And she just said, hey, I want to do this. She, for some reason, caught the bug, and she started watching videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a portable pole that had this base that she could set up in her house, or if she would go somewhere to take a class or something, she
Right.
could bring it along with her. And she's been working on it, and she's turned into this pole dancing savant, basically.
How long do these how long are the classes?
Well, you can do group classes. They do, and no guys are allowed in the group classes. Wonder why? But
That's discriminatory.
well, I think they would make jokes like you were making. That might just.
Kelly Jackson was making the jokes.
And you too.
Oh, hey, I'm not alone in this.
All right. So
No.
they have group classes. How long is a group class?
An hour, 90 minutes. I mean, they have all different types of stuff. Or you can sign up for a personal, like personal training at the gym.
How much does all this cost?
You can go to their website at pinklemonstudio.com. They also do like bachelorette parties where they bring in the whole bachelorette party and teach them a couple moves, and maybe they do.
That sounds like a weird bachelorette party.
You think
No,
so?
I don't think
I don't
so.
want my fiance to learn how to. Well, maybe.
I'm
I
sure,
should.
why wouldn't you? What are you talking about?
All right, hold on. Let me back up a second. Now that I come to think of it,
On the TV side, if you can see the change in his face, he's like, I wouldn't want my fiance. Oh, maybe I
Why
would.
wouldn't you? I don't understand.
well, only in certain places. Right? I wouldn't want her to do it anywhere else except in the
Privately.
privacy of her own home.
Hey, whatever you're into.
You know what,
Right.
Kyle? I'm looking at this, and I think you just needed to point your toes a little more.
It's tougher than you think when you're holding on and she's like, grab here, grab
You're
here.
like,
you
Here's what I don't understand. When you're spinning around, how do you not get dizzy? Do you have to carry some like Dramamine on or a
Well, you're
patch?
not
or
going
something?
that fast.
No, you get dizzy. I got a little dizzy, but and I would
Really?
try to, I think they call it spotting, where you would, like Frank was videotaping, so when I spun my head around, I would look at Frank and then I'd try to see him again, and I think that's supposed to help you not get as dizzy.
Did you turn yourself upside down?
Right here coming up, or I think on the video, she gives me this silk thing because I couldn't do it without there, so I got a cheater basically. I had a spotter with
Oh,
this
I see the silk. Okay.
silk ribbon, so when I flipped upside down, I could just completely let go, and I was just hanging upside down.
I've seen some of those
Which
people
wasn't-
on the silk ribbon where
Yeah.
they climb up
Now
on those
that's some
things and
skill.
they roll it around their arms and legs and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she teaches that kind of stuff there also. I mean, there's a hook in the ceiling there. I'm flipped upside down.
Now,
Wow.
for those who are not able to watch the video, you kind of look like Chris Farley in a Saturday Night Live skit,
Well-
trying to be a stripper pole person.
Well,
I think a cross between Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the one you're referencing.
I love how she is pushing you. She's not spotting you.
She's just-
She is pushing you up.
Yeah.
They're like, here you are with your feet flexed.
What'd your wife
Point your
say about
toes.
this?
She came with us and watched the whole thing.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
How hard is it to put a stripper pole in your house?
Well, the one that she had that has the base on it, then you can drag it around anywhere because it's got this huge base and everything's put together. I don't know how hard it would be to
I
actually.
mean, you just have to put it into the studs. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
What body is it? The core that you really have to have the strength, or the upper arms?
what you don't really
or-
realize there is that one of the hardest part is staying away from the pole when you're spinning around. Like your body naturally wants to turn in towards the pole and then go toward, get
Right.
really close to it. So that's the hardest. Yeah, keeping your core and staying, because you have to keep a good distance from the pole to stay. I don't know.
I
That's
will.
what you
I will
do.
tell. I mean, it's a form of gymnastics, and if you talk to any gymnastics guy in college, I was friends with some of those gymnastics guys. They
Really?
are just. I mean, you cannot believe how ridiculously hard it is what they do.
Oh.
With the iron cross and the pommel horse and all that stuff. I mean, it is just they are insane shape.
She taught me this one thing. There's no way I could do it. It was called the split stance or split grip. So you put your hands together, and then you'd go like that as far as you could, and then she would just. So you're holding your arms out like this, and she would completely just whoop,
Yeah, lift
go
off.
90 degrees from
Yeah.
the ground. She's
Oh,
like, "What?
yeah.
Can you do this?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"No,
no.
I can't." Are you
That's
kidding?
insane.
And it's amazing. You're in great shape too. So
Well, running and jumping, not as much as doing.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
so.
it's
All
the
right, let's
place.
give a plug for the place one more time. The
Pink-
Pink Lady,
pinklemonstudio.com. They
Pink
have
Lemon Studio.
Facebook/Pink Lemon Studio. Also on YouTube, they've got a channel, YouTube/Pink Lemon Studio. We've got all these videos that you can go watch. And on their website, there's a picture of the owner, Jennifer, doing just amazing contortions, flipping around.
Can I ask? Do strippers go there and learn how to do it?
I didn't ask.
Oh, okay.
She specifically wrote on the email that I wasn't allowed to make any of those jokes, so I
I didn't-
respected her wishes.
I didn't sign that.
No, I know.
I didn't make any jokes either. That's a legitimate
Hey,
question.
it's fine.
Surprising
I'm just
you
saying what
didn't.
I was, I was trying to class the place up.
What's next week?
Next week we're doing a hot air balloon ride, or actually we're doing a hot air balloon ride, and then we're also going down to I'm going to the Grand. It's the biggest trap shooting and skeet shooting thing in the United States. It's in Sparta at the World Shooting Complex. So Monday I'm going down there and we're gonna shoot some video. trying to hit
That's
some
fun.
stuff.
Skeet shooting and trap shooting.
Yeah.
that is
Really?
that is drop dead pure fun.
You should go with them.
It's a blast. It's a blast.
And they, like I said, a huge event is going on in 45 minutes from St. Louis that I think most people don't even realize that there's such a big event.
yeah,
this
and
close
then
to St. Louis.
where are you doing the hot air balloon?
It's in South County, basically. We're taking off. Frank's coming with me on that one, too.
There was a lot of hot air in South County.
A lot of hot air in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Kyle Bittner, ladies and gentlemen, what's it like working with Larry Connors?
Great.
Yeah, book it at 2.
Book it.
Book it at 9.
Yeah.
Larry
Very nice
Connors.
guy.
Kyle Bittner, USA. Well, along with Larry Connors, USA. And you talked to Jim Bohannon last night. Was he nice to you?
He was very nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he said give McGraw's love.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to pass that along to you.
I'm kind of a super fan.
Is he from here? I don't know.
No, well, he's grew up in Lebanon, Missouri, and he spent time here in St. Louis. And his wife, I think, went to Kirkwood High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right, it's 8:52. We'll come back. Traffic weather next on KTRS.